We're here talking about the reproductive system as our group project. We're going to use a life model of something we use every day to explain the reproductive system, and we drive our cars every single day. So,
the reproductive system is a system of organs involved in producing offspring.
Testosterone is the male sex hormone, and right now we are in the house, which is the scrotum.
Scrotum is an external skin sac, and inside the scrotum is the testes, which is the garage. And the testes are two small glands that produce sperm.
And we are the sperm, which is the male reproductive cells, and the car is the sperm. And
the sperm is inside the semen.
And the semen is a thick fluid containing sperm and other secretions from the male reproductive system. So now we are going to exit the testes and enter into the epididymis.
Epididymis are tubes in each testes that which connects to a larger coil tube where sperm mature and are stored.
And that larger tube is the seminal vesicle.
The seminal vesicle moves through the vas deferens, which is the vas deferens are tubes that extend from each epididymis to the urethra.
And as we move down the road, this is the seminal vesicle. As we turn now, this is the vas deferens, whatever it is, and that is what takes the sperm through and connects it to the urethra, which is where it exits the body.
Now we're in the prostate gland,
and the prostate gland is where secretions are formed from the prostate gland and combining the sperm containing fluid to form semen. As we said, we're using a life model to model the reproductive system, and we are the sperm traveling through the whole system. And as we travel through the system, we're going to explain all of the organs and all of the things that happen inside the male reproductive system. We are entering the penis, which is the last part that we're going to talk about. It's what carries the sperm through and into the female reproductive system, and our partners will explain the female reproductive system.
Okay, so we are entering the vagina, which is the first part in the female reproductive system, and
it is a muscular elastic passageway that extends from the uterus to the outside of the body.
After the sperm travels through the vagina, it goes into the uterus, which is
a hollow muscular pear-shaped organ inside a female's body.
So, once it gets to the fallopian tubes, it founds the eggs and it fertilizes the egg.
Sometimes. And if it doesn't fertilize the egg,
then the unfertilized egg drops down into the uterus, and since it is not fertilized, then the uterus has to cleanse itself of the egg, and that causes menstruation. Menstruation is the shedding of the uterus lining, and you can wear either sanitary pads or tampons to absorb the blood flow.
Your opinion on STDs and keeping abstinence?
Okay. Well, I don't know a lot about the reproductive system. That was way back in high school and middle school. I don't remember much, but I do remember talked a lot about STDs, and I don't ever want to be involved with those. And I feel very strongly that people should stay abstinent before their marriage, so that we can cut those down, and everyone will be a lot happier.
So just your opinion on STDs and abstinence and the importance of the reproductive system?
Oh, okay, so around STDs. They're clearly bad. Nobody wants that on their what's it. Quite frankly, I'm coming from an area, Nashville, Tennessee, that's not nearly as conservative as this. So most of the people around me, what abstinence wasn't pushed hard. Of course, abstinence before marriage is obviously the best policy. That way you can eradicate STDs. Imagine that. But other than that, taking all necessary precautions is, an intelligent thing to do. Unfortunately, we're not usually dealing with intelligent life.
What's like your opinions on like abstinence before marriage and like STDs and the male reproductive system? That's kind of annoying.
I've seen the bad ends of it too much. I've got a lot of friends back home who kind of went that route. Well, I guess the non-abstinence route.
Yeah.
And I've just seen the more negative effects. So I'm pro for abstinence.
Yeah.
So just because I've seen the negative effects of it too much. So.
All right. Thank you.
No worries.
Opinions on like the reproductive system and STDs and the importance of abstinence. Can you just tell us your opinion of it?
Okay. So you just no specific questions. You just want me to
Just
give
tell us your opinion.
a broad.
Like-
Okay.
STDs and abstinence.
Your broad.
My broad view.
Yeah.
Well, my broad view is that abstinence is the best approach. I mean, there's just on top of, we focus on, the physical side, the STDs, but there's also a lot of emotional problems and issues that can come from having sex at too young an age. At the same time, though, I don't think that, when it comes to sex ed, the abstinence-only education is the best option because, you want to be honest and tell everyone what is out there. Kids aren't stupid. The more honest you are with them about the facts, the more likely they are to really cooperate and to actually do the right thing. Whereas if you try and sort of force them into doing the right thing by, either using scare tactics or trying to keep them in ignorance, that's a pretty good recipe for, people rebelling and kind of disaster. So I think, we should just be honest about it, about everything that's out there. I definitely think, there's something to be said for traditional moral values, and that we should teach that they're good and that people should stick to them. But we shouldn't, at the same time, we need to be honest about everything intellectually and morally and spiritually.
The importance of like the reproductive system and STDs and your opinion on abstinence.
And like abstinence until marriage.
Mary!
I feel like people want to talk about it because you're married.
All right, my opinion is no sex. If you have sex, then you die.
It's not me.
You're probably not the greatest
Abstinence is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
My
until
opinion
you're
about the
married and then
reproductive
divorced.
system is it's a good thing.
I hate the reproductive system. Why? My uterus gives me pain every month.